Hey guys.
Hey.
Tonight we are reaching out to the McFarlane's zone. That's right. The same guy that brought you Spawn and all of those Spawn collectibles that you have has dabbled in the Batman and Superman world. Now, I have to say right off the bat, these look epic. I love the heavy metal Batman look that they're going for. It is fantastic. But, McFarlane, if you're listening to me, which you probably won't be, dude, what the fuck on Superman? Come on, man. But, neither here nor there. We're here to talk about Batman and the Bat Cycle, baby.
I definitely think the Bat Cycle looks a lot cooler than Batman.
So, you've told me this several times, and I don't think I've ever asked, so I'm going to do so now. What is your issue with the Batman?
I'm just not a big Batman fan.
Is that your only issue?
This one definitely looks cooler than some of the other figures I've seen, because some of the figures, they just kind of destroy it. It doesn't look good at all.
But yeah, I think that McFarlane does a fantastic job on his collectibles. Minus Superman, I'm not even going to try to cover that up with a cough. But I'm excited to break into these guys and get a closer look at them. You want to say anything more?
I just think the vibe's really cool.
Well, let's go ahead and take the mystery away and, babe? Come on, you can do better. Really?
That's about as good as I can get.
Back. So, I have to say, freaking epic. Like, it's not a big ticket item by any means. It's not a $100 collectible with 50 different accessories and 8 different hands and...
But sometimes less is more. So.
That's what I was getting to. The fact of the matter is, these are bare necessity figures, the bike and the bat, and I think it works fan-freaking-tastically. I love the Batman. I love the death metal look that they're going for on the Batman. I love the scythe, and the bike just completes it all. And if that's not enough, you get 2 extra bonuses. In the bike and with the Batman, you get these cards that are over here. and they're pretty cool looking.
And they have stats on the back.
And they have stats on the back. On top of that, it's all about that bass.
Because you know I'm all
Now-
about that bass, about that bass.
Now, guys, you know how I feel about
I'm
my
all
basses.
about that bass,
I want
about that bass,
something
no trouble.
standing
I'm all
out,
about that
something
bass,
beautiful,
about that bass,
something
no
sturdy,
trouble.
something
I'm all about that bass,
fantastic.
about that bass, bass,
But
bass,
I
bass.
think in this case, the bare minimal bass is perfect. Because, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to trash that bass. Or use it on a different figure that needs one.
Because
Be-
if you got the bike, you don't need the base.
Exactly.
He looks
Exactly.
cooler on the bike anyway.
Exactly. So the fact that the bass is not that impressive, it's okay because I don't really plan on using it. But for those of you who do not get the bike, just get the bat. He does come with the bass, which will help him stand, which is fantastic. Now, I do have to bitch a little bit about the bass because I am a bassist.
On a regular basis.
But I would love to see some type of slit in the base so you could slide that card in there so it'll keep the card with the figure. I think that would be fantastic. I'm not going to go above and beyond. We paid, I think, like $30 for the Batman. And, you know, I don't need a super fancy base. But I do want a little slit in it so I can put the card in it to display with the bike. Now, because we do have the bike, again, base, be used for something else. It's okay that it doesn't have the slit. I'm probably going to keep the cards where they're at now when we display the bike in the back.
Maybe.
Maybe. But I do have to say the bat and the cycle go beautifully together. And the artwork on the cards are just amazing. Now, here's a shout out, or here's a question for you viewers. If you are a McFarlane Toys or a McFarlane fan, period, and I don't know this, and maybe Laird, maybe you will, because I know you're a big Batman fan, but in the comments below, tell us if McFarlane did the art on the cards. And tell us if McFarlane did the comics, the Death Metal Batman comics. Because I'd like to know. I don't know right now. And right now, honestly, we're not focusing on the comics, we're focusing on the figures. So, if you know that information, leave it below. You know what I'm surprised about? We haven't been bombarded by any cats.
That is true.
Better knock on wood.
They're both sleeping on separate chairs right now. So
Right, they're both asleep.
It's late for them too.
Right. I love it. I really do. It would have been cool to see some accessories to go with it. Maybe more weapons to go with the Batman, but
I'm okay with not any accessories.
the scythe is freaking cool as is, and
That's enough accessories.
and the bike and the bat go beautifully together.
Ish.
Now, go ahead, tell them your complaint.
Well, I have two. One of them is, granted, he looks pretty cool sitting on the bike, which, you know, I don't really like Batman, and if I say that, he looks pretty cool. But you can't get his feet to line up with the pedals the right way to make him look like he's actually sitting on the bike the right way. The articulation doesn't allow his legs to hug the bike, should I say, enough for his feet to go on the pedals. They just kind of stick out.
Now, let me interject real quick, because you brought up an excellent point. This guy's articulation is fan-freaking-tastic. Mike would love the articulation on this guy. He has awesome articulation. Now, what your complaint is not the articulation, but how stiff the articulation is. So if I were to sit and play with this thing for an hour and a half, I could pose it beautifully. Get his legs to wrap around the bike and put his feet on the pegs. I could do it. It would just take me for freaking ever. So I do think that you could articulate him to sit on that bike better, but we'd be there forever. What's your second complaint?
My second complaint is I don't like how the body of the bike drags on the ground at the same level the wheels do.
I completely understand that. So if you guys will look down here at the bottom, the base does touch the ground. Now, the reason that they do that...
To keep it steady.
Exactly. Chat, sorry, used to streaming. Viewers, leave a comment below and let us know which one you prefer. Do you prefer the lane with the kickstand? Or do you prefer the straight up body like they're roaming down the highway? Let us know below. Is that your only complaint?
I think so.
Alright, well then now that the negatives out of the way, what do you think the positives are?
Well, I really like his weapon. That's one of my favorite parts of Batman.
Me too. For any of you that have seen my Dark Souls playthrough, one of my favorite weapons in the game is the scythe. My very favorite Gundam is the Death Scythe. So I am a huge fan of the scythe weapon. So I'm right there with you. I love that scythe weapon.
And then otherwise, I still like the bike better. The only complaint about the bike was no kickstand, base on the floor, whatever. But otherwise, the skeleton and the detail and everything on the bike's my favorite. Whether it's got Batman on it or not, I like the bike.
Okay.
I'd keep the bike as a collectible without Batman sitting on it.
And see, I couldn't. To me, you need the rider. It completes the cycle. So the fact that I had to buy both of them separately, I spent like $50 on the set, maybe $60. I don't remember exactly. I had to pre-order him, and I got him from Target. I think it's time we rate this bad boy. You want to go first, baby?
I give it a 3.5.
Now, do you want to rate them together or separately? Because I know you said that the cycle is your favorite, and the Batman is not so much. So do you want to rate them separately, or do you want to do them together?
We can do them together.
Okay, so 3.5 for the set. I'm gonna have to go 3.5 for the set as well, which amazes me because I love this set. You know, I guess I didn't knock on wood hard enough.
Kitty kitty.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to give him 3.5 thumbs up out of 5 as well. It was definitely cool. Definitely gonna sit in my collection. Don't know if I'd spend the scalper price on it. But that's just the opinion of the bros. So as always, thanks for playing with us.
See you later.
Time to take the fucking hit.